Hi everybody, good afternoon. Let's do this room today. Hey, it took me yesterday. I got lost at it because Wireshark was playing with me a little bit until we figure out different way. The room is directory. Do you have what it takes to crack this case? This case, the small music company was recently hit by a threat actor. A company on directory Larry claim to have discovered random note in his desktop. Given that they are just starting, they did not have time for properly set up the appropriate tools for capturing artifacts. The IT contact only set up Wireshark, which captured the event in question. You are tasked with finding out how this attack unfolded and what the threat actor exactly executing the system. We have the file. They give us the capture file. This is on my messed up here today. So this is the Wireshark. They give us the Wireshark. It's about 11,000. Yeah, first thing to start, usually go to conversation, for example, to see who is the AP4. AP4, we can see that this IP 275, 274, these 3 megabyte data between them. This is you can see 75 is contacting different IPs. You can pretty sure you can see these two IPs are the ones that one of the attacker, one of the victim. So these two IPs that you can see, we can come back later on if you do very screen quicker on it. It's too much sync here, so you can think because the question alternative with the attacker this sync request. So this is the scanning part. So you can guess this is a scan part definitely. Then what protocol is this part? We'll come back to protocol the TLC. There's a DNS. Yeah, we have a lot of um, scanning. So the acknowledgement and acknowledge and sync. That's and then we have HTTP. You can see the files. It's like this one active directory. That's why I think that's why the user did create a list of the users. See, get request is collecting the files to check maybe the name of the company. You can see font images. So if you go, for example, to file export object, usually HTTP, you can see all this. You can save them if you want to check what exactly. I save them in test here. You can see is accessing the website. So that's the music company, the theme of the template. I love music. You can there. You can see the file because it's like the same where you can usually rooms where you go to the company website. You go, for example, the team page. Um, yeah, the team, and one of them I think is the one that, and then you create a list of users. And that's how this person was able to get the name of the company. The company make a user list, I think. So you can see here is a website, checking the website, and then there's interesting other AS-REP. So this is Kerberos, what they call it, things roasting. The Kerberos you can see now is trying Kerberos. And then after Kerberos you can see WS-man, which mean is WinRM, the Windows, the evil WinRM. Of course, you can go to statistics, protocol hierarchy. Protocol hierarchy can tell you exactly. You can see where's the most of the data gone. We have a TCP there. SMB is small, so we're not interested. We have a Kerberos. You have a Kerberos there that we saw now. This is a big data here. This is JPEG when you was checking the data. Uh, He didn't steal too much, he didn't steal anything, he just did commands. This is the website. So let's go. Let's yeah, as I said, if you get lost, you just go to uh, conversation. For example, I can just take these two, concentrate in the communication between them, selected the communication between these two. So I have all the communication. You can see the syncs. This is the scan part. You can see it's a long one. What that filter for the sync? Let me see why my filter so you don't type. Yeah, you can start with the TCP flag sync 1 and TCP ask 0. So basically like Nmap dash SS. So it's like the halfway handshake. You sync and don't acknowledge. So basically this is, if you look for example now the 74 is the attacker source, and you can see the port being scanned. Since the attacker is scanning all the ports, so it's scanning full ports now. So our job now is to find which one if the open port, it means acknowledges one, but we don't want to mess up the other traffic. Like this IP is not ours, so like 2020 it's not part of, we're more interested with 275 and 274. Where is my commands? I'm tired of typing. So this one will give us this one will give us, where is Wireshark? This one will give us the acknowledge one, sync one, the IP address for, because from the attacker side, destination to the, to what's his name, the victim. Now it will be smaller, so we have these ports. So you can do source port, click there and see which one, flip around. So we have 35. The question is, what's the open port? This is the open port. You can type them and see which one is one, or you can just go a lazy way. A lazy way is just to take so the open port. If I want to use TShark, for example, I go to, I will share this command, all of them. Let's go to any files here. So basically TShark take the filter, and then I want the port to show me no, hold on. Basically scan all the port. Let me see if most of the time it's why is doing this, because I have different profile in my Wireshark. I need to use the TryHackMe profile. This is, you don't need to use this. I have different profile in my Wireshark, so this one you don't need to use it. It's just for not showing that error message. So you have all the ones that been scanned. We're not interested in the one that been scanned. You can see scanned the whole 9000. So we're only interested in the one that opens. So we need to go to Wireshark 1.1. So let's go there. Let me add that open TShark. Why it look funny? -c TryHackMe. This is just for my computer. What the hell? T fields. Why is not copy the whole thing? Something is not right here. No, this is the port. So 53, and this is not the port. This is because at later stage you realize that one is not the correct one, because that was not part of the scan. I think is later at a later stage, that port, this port that you see here, this is when the attacker attacked the machine and start connected to it, and that's why you see it also here in the sync, because the port got open. Where are you? No, so let's do with the time. I'm getting confused now. Where is that part now? At the end, it appeared at the end. Yeah, this one is after the connection. This will come back later. This is when the attacker accessed the machine. The 4985 is WinRM port. That's not part of the scan, or at least my best of knowledge for this part. So now we got the ports. So we are there. So we have the story. The first story is this one. So we know how to start. Now, what's next? Next is that, for example, the attacker found 4 users and one was able to log in with. Let's kill this one. Remember, we said it is Kerberos. We saw that in statistics. We have the protocol. Let's clean. Where is that one? Just clean my IPs. These two, when they talk to each other, if I go to protocol hierarchy, we know there was Kerberos. This part of it is whenever this Kerberos, that's how the user gets. We know this is the website. That's how we got the list of username to test. We know there is Kerberos there, so let's see what happened in that Kerberos. Just gets the full conversation. And now you can get, when you see this, you know what we're talking about. We're talking about Kerberos roasting, that type of getting the users. So you can see now the start, and you can see, okay, this is wrong. I think this one when you start. The good thing in this Wireshark, for example, if I this is type 10, request the IS-REQ type 10. And you can see in Wireshark, my Wireshark, I'm not sure if you have the latest version. There's an arrow here. You can see it tell you which reply. You see this one, the username Jean Doe, and you can see the reply packet. You can see this arrow here. I don't know, it appeared now. I didn't notice it before. And now it tell you error, Kerberos error. What's that name? Where I'm going? Principal unknown. Let's be clear in the error. When it say KB5 KDC error underscore C underscore principal unknown, it means that user doesn't exist. If we want to look for valid username, we're looking for this error message. Error pre-authentication required. So anyone that has pre-authentication required is valid username. The one that doesn't do this error, it means we can log in without that username or something like that. Now let's play with Wireshark for a little bit about this. This one we call as a roast attack. So basically, you have two possible replies. We have the error pre-authentication required. It means user is valid, and then if it said principal unknown, it means is not valid username. So what we can do. Which one? Let's try this Wireshark command. We're looking for message type 10 to check all the user that this guy tried. And not you. What happened here? We're done with you. So here what I'm looking for type 10, I'm just looking what I'm looking here, we're looking for request, which is type 10, and I want to know what the C name. This if you can copy, okay, that's how you get a name. Copy, for example, field name. The field name in this case is Kerberos C name string. So if I put this, oh yeah, what? Let me see. Let's put my profile first. Read the capta minus t fields minus e Kerberos string. Why is said Kerberos type 10? Why should like his 2 sign? So this is the full list of names that attacker used. You can see it's combining the name from the website Dijon, D Larry, Dijon, D Larry, Do, Jaido, Juan Ray, Eldo, Kranith. So this is the user that the user being tested. So now, so which one are the correct? So the one it's to correct. We are not interested in the principal and no in this one. Wrong. We're interested about this one. So you can go, for example, here it response to, or you can see the arrow here. So if I click error pre-authentication required, it means it's in this one, and this one username is, where's the username? Jean Doe is correct. So Jean Doe exists. Let's go to the next one. This is this pre-authentication. What is the next how many of them? These three. So the second one, it's that one, this one. So this user, who's this one? Ranith.case. So this one is correct. Then we have this one, pre-authentication required. The packet 4807 top of it. Who is this one? Juan Ray. So Juan Ray is true. We did this? This one is the top of it. John Doe. So we know three are correct. The fourth one, notice at the end, this request for Larry.Doe, the reply is interesting. It doesn't say, so it exists, there is no error, and it doesn't say pre-authentication required. So this is the part. This is the user that the attacker used. Just for the timing, 26:1 at 4:44. We'll come back to this. And now look what we got. This is what roasting. If you do roasting in Windows, I usually don't do Windows. I need to learn about it. The first one is the ticket. We're not interested in that part. We're more interested in this one. The KVN2. These two things. This missing key is decryption stuff, but this is the what we need. So if I copy this value, so if I go to, I need to did too many files, what we call it, let's prefix them with the word directory as the room. Let's say hash.txt. This is the hash I'm looking for. So let's keep this one first here. And let's see the message, because it's very important to read this one. It took me a couple of about a few time to figure it out. It's a not missing key type, E type aka HMAC MD4 type 23. So we have 23 MD5. So now we need to how to crack these things, to crack this password. Of course, to go to our friend Hashcat. In Hashcat, you go to Kerberos, and then you can just log around. That's the answer, 18200. But you can see here, for example, Kerberos for type 17. So we are not interested in type 17 because we are here. It's a type 23, and it's a response, not a request. So let's put that in mind. So that's not. This 18, this type pre-authentication, we're not in pre-authentication, we're in requests. This type 17, 18, type 5, as a request, not a request, we are in response. It's not TGS, whatever. Now this is interesting. It's type 5, type 23, AS-REP. So exactly, and we are in a response. Type 23. So if I follow this, the format is Kerberos 23, the user. So I can just come to my things there and go there. What the user, let me get that user quickly. What's his name? Larry. So we have that Kerberos 23 Larry do directory. Then when interesting thing, look around it here. Okay, the user domain, the two dots, but you can see this one, the format here, you can see it's 32, then there's a dollar sign here. So the way I understand it, so basically that $10 that you have here, what do we call it? The first 30 byte hex after the colon is the checksum header, and the rest is wherever the cipher encrypted, because they get encrypted by the username. So we need to put 32 byte. We need to have that dollar sign somewhere after the 80 or before the 80. I don't want to count now. Between okay, 32 bytes, so it will be somewhere 32 bytes, so it will be that dollar here. Let's make sure there is no spaces there, and then we can just say hashcat minus what I'm using, 18200, 18200. Where's my row queue? I need to go to my Sherlock rooms. That's why I put it there. In theory, I already cracked it, so it tell me what let's optimize. You really serious? I have enough memory. What's wrong with you? You can't minus optimize. Password is not strong. What's wrong with you? I did it before. I don't know what service is complaining now. I had this password before, so I'm not sure. It's my mistake. Sorry, guys. I even didn't give him the hash file. Uh, Sometimes when you are what we call it, directory hash. I didn't even give him the file, and I'm complaining about why hashtags. Yeah, I already did that profile. Forgot about that. I already cracked it before, so I think, yeah, I cracked it before, so already done. So the command, you just do the normal 800 and it shows, so that's fine. So now we have the user password. So now here where things becoming interesting. Um, uh, let's come. Remember, he's the user. Let's clear that the filter. Where we are? We are here in Kerberos 5. So you can get here what happened exactly after that. So after this moment of time, after this 4432, after he's the attacker got the user hash. So if you scroll not too much and see what exactly happened in here, there's a DNS wherever SMB protocol. I don't think, I'm not sure what he's doing here with the SMB. I didn't find anything. Now here's where things start. WSME port 5985. This is WinRM. So basically, if you do Windows and you can see the protocol, you will see this WSMan. Now you can see and you can see it's a Python client encrypted this is WinRM when you search for it. um, Negotiate authentication. There's authentication happening somewhere here. uh, it's an HTTP protocol, but there's a Kerberos on it somewhere. And also what that thing is, what they call it, I forgot what's the name. The NTLMSSP negotiation, and here you start getting the encryption part of the story. I already have I will show you what I did before we jump to fancy way of doing it. So you can see negotiating, the first is negotiating as challenge for NTLM, and then we have this first of all, because you can see his is using where is that? Here's the use no request. No, let's first of all go before we did we go to password? Oh, we go to password. I thought we jumped that part. And here you can get you can see it here. What's going on here? You can filter this. Where is that filter? That if you want to check just the post request, what exactly happened, you can do HTTP request method post and HTTP request query contain WASM. So we can all filter through port destination port 5985, and here you can find the whole chalada for things. So you can see WSM, that's WinRP is negotiating, is using that user. You can where is that? You can see Ruby WinRM client. That's the you can see already there. It tell you the name of it. And then you have the application. Here's where the interesting part happen. I remember there is a room before when you go to preference, and you go to protocols, and then you go to NTLM NTLMSSP. You can put a password here, you click apply, and then that's it. So now you can see there's a new button appear here. You say decrypt data and decrypt NTLM. Now the question is what the funny part happened. Let's do so we'll come back to the funny part. So one thing you notice is if you scroll down, you're looking for the communication. No, this is the negotiation part, and here you start sending. Here you start you having decrypt NTLMS. I'm not interested in that. Decrypted data, and you can see the data is an XML file. This is what a user send out. You can remove this post and to get a reply from the server. Interesting part, that's why it make me time to solve this room. If you look at the post request, I can decrypt it with remember when we did this edit preference, you can see it decrypted there, but the response is not. It's encrypted. It tells you encrypted boundary, and then I can't read it. There's no button to decrypt it for some reason. I don't know what mistake I did or something. Wireshark is only decrypting the you can see data, but the post request I can see part of it. So if I go, which one I got? This is authentication. This is post. I can do decrypt. I can just, if you want to do it manually, it's axi text. I can go to because some are base 64. This one is not base 64. You can some are straightforward. So if you go there, you can see it's an XML file, UTF-8 text, session ID, operation, body, envelope. Some they just like that. Then if you go to the next post, next post, you come here, decrypt, you copy there, copy it, axi, come here. Oh, now certain part you can see there's something new happen. There's funny character which should remind you. You can remove this. This one, the same as that, there's nothing special on it, but at the start of this is a base 64 here. So if I go there from base 64, what? Oh, I didn't delete the whole thing. Now here's what happened. If you delete that and you scroll down, you start seeing text here. It's an XML file, which is that's how WinRM speak to the machine and the attacker. And the dev kitchen. This is the first one. I think is more like setting or something the environment. So there's no commands there. So let's follow the next one. This is a reply. As I said, there's no option to decrypt it for whatever reason. I can copy again this to Axi. I can just come here, paste. This one doesn't have, that's how they communicate the protocol, send reply, send wait or something. If I go to the next one, copy as Naxi. This one also doesn't have. Next one, post decrypt, copy this as Naxi. This one has, so we can remove the text and leave the base 64. Make sure read there if nothing special. That I read all of them, there's nothing special. So, and if I've missed something, since it tell you argument, so I can just remove that. Now let's see what happened. It's a PowerShell, then field. Now we get location. This one you get it a couple of them, but it doesn't. I'm not sure if I don't think it's our attacker who's doing that. Now let's see if we get lucky with some decrypt. We can copy Axi, we can come here, paste. This one doesn't have. Oh, so we can come there, decrypt. Let's copy, it's 964 byte. Let's see, UTF-8 text is fine. This one also doesn't have. Let's see if we're lucky to get that first one. Oh no, this one has, so let's delete the text, leave the base 64. And now let's read. You can looking for the command part. It's in the middle. No, this command is no. That was the first command. Who am I all? You can see we got the first command. Now if I go next. Let's go. I think we keep running now. There's too many of them that doesn't have values, so that's dead end. Let's go to the next one. This one is also doesn't have. So if I go there, no, this one, then let's see what it do. You can see they all start with this AAA things. This one, don't tell me that directory. Yeah, get location. You will find a couple of them, this get location things. Let's go to the next one. Sorry guys, Axi. This one doesn't have. Next one. Yesterday I did one by one because this one also doesn't have. Oh, this one I have. Let's see if we're lucky to find something. And now we have register save something. Okay, now we can do this like that. Irony enough, after a couple of them, then now it's still working, and then after the last command, this is when Wireshark start playing with me. Now decrypt. If you go there, now still decrypt, and now it is not decrypting. You can see now he lost the decryption. This is the last decryption, the last command. If I copy this, copy as text, you can just remove the top text. B64 will still work even if text is at the end fine. This is the last command. Get item C sum. After that, somehow our friend Wireshark, when you tell him decrypt, look what you see. You like doesn't work, and here where he didn't find the flag. The flag is after this, after all of this. Then suddenly it doesn't decrypt. Even the button decrypt is there, but you can see what we'll start looking at, and all of it. I test, I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken, and all of them they don't decrypt. You can see for whatever reason after the flag doesn't, and the replies they don't. A reply all encoded. A reply you can see them. It tell you content type encrypted, encrypted, and you can see you can't read it. So I don't know what's the issue with that. NTL, it doesn't decrypt the whole thing. Then you start googling online. Then you find this one. You find this script. It seems many people refer to it because there was a room before like that in Hack the Box, I think. If people, that's why people sometimes they solve this room faster. They did these rooms before. This is the crypt WinRM Decrypt, and then this is an old script. If you run it, you'll have problem with this one, MD4. In Python 3, this will when you run the script, you will have error in this part. You will end up having problem with this part. Now I asked Claude to update this script. So I'm using the virtual environment. Where is my virtual environment? You can see I'm using a virtual environment in lab. The script we're running is the update version of that. It's this one. This is an update version to solve the problem of MD4 error message. We can comment it or something, I'm not sure, but that's update script. The update script. Now to run it, you need to install what you need to install. Yeah, you can. I already installed them, but we can show you. Where's my lab? The lab. This is virtual environment. You create virtual in your. I already have them. It's already there. So virtual environment, of course, you just do by -m virtual environment. Call it, for example, lab, like I called it here. And after you run this command, you just do source lab binary activate. So activate, and then you are in the lab. Then you install your things. This is the script we're running. I think is this one. Yeah, this is the new updated version of it. How it run this script again? It take a bit time to run, but let's put it and wait for it. We give it the password, we give it the file, and he give the file to decrypt dictionary text. Let's leave it run like that. Now this one run not really too much errors. Yeah, that's also for the RC. That's this script was have an issue, didn't we? To be honest, I was lazy. I saw this script the first time on in Friday, and then when I did run it, I have error, and then gave up on it because I was hoping that my friend Wireshark, this preference protocol should work. That NTLM. This NTLM should work, but it doesn't decrypt the reply, so you don't know what's happening here. And then after last command, I don't see anything. So that's part of the problem. I even thought, because even I thought maybe the room is at the, but even the last is and the room closed, so it isn't like I thought maybe there was a username change or the attacker switch users. That's why that password no longer exists and doesn't decrypt. I even thought about it that way. Let's see if I was still thinking. I'm not sure why it took, maybe because of what exactly he's doing. He's, it took a little bit time when he got, what's the name of the file again? Decrypt directory. This is the website stuff. Decrypt directory is this one. 23 megabyte is very large file. The one I did in this morning was, I tried that GitHub story, didn't work. Decrypt 81 megabyte if you go to the whole communication, or maybe he's getting no. The reason I think why is large file because of this. If you remember, we're getting all this. No, we're not decrypting because of the base 64 too much text. So let's wait for it now. Oh, of course, to do this, you need TShark also installed on your computer. This is the error usually where the script has problem. This one, this script, the original. I think they make our life easier. But I was interested if you guys explain why Wireshark stopped decrypting after that last command. Why suddenly things become. Uh, Hello, my friend. How big it is now? Still in 23. We can try which one I used last time. And then, of course, let's first. I don't understand why it's taking long. Because maybe the script is not. That's why even the guy he said it just. He published it in the gist. He said it's MIT license. We need to give him credit. Even he said he gave an example at the bottom. That's how it's supposed to look. Yeah, all these XML files. Yeah, there's some users that report some issues. And he said very rough script and really just a proof of concept to see if possible. If only it only support NTLM authentication, but theoretically could be expanded for Kerberos AS-REP authentication if security is known. Yeah, so no, I'm starting worry now. Why is not is taking long? And the size is not moving. When I did this, it was 80 megabyte. Why is now a stop or something? Let me show you what I think it's because decrypt Claude. Let me do this quickly. Vim decrypt. The one I did this morning. This is how the result look like. So remember, and then you get all this base 64. So the first one, the script is just decrypt the data, the NTLM on the, but this one will give you the whole communication. So you get all this data in and out, and then we need to find a way to I'm really how long it took was running. Why is taking long? What's the name? Decrypt directory. Head. It has the data. It's still saving. Any case, and then because now, as I said, one way we need to decrypt this the 64. So basically, what I did, I just noticed the whole all of them. They start with this AA things. Remember when we did If you notice, they all start like that. So what I did, I just do grep command uh, for the decrypted file, then base64, and then get attacker command. We can apply this again with the one that we have there. So let's do that until our we know this one. So I did this because this one is the one that I did in the morning when I solved it. Actually, the video don't want to have mistakes here. Let's call it CMD morning. Okay, they don't allow us to do the flag, so I'm not showing you the flag. Then let's open it first. Oh, it's finished. No, it's finished. If I go now to what we called it, vim decrypt directory text, you can see now all the data in base64. Now all the data was decrypted, but you can see now even you see more, not like before we only see this is what we see, and this is the base64 I talk about. And also you can find the response before we can't see it. You see, for example, I can just look this, copy that, I can come here. It's not interesting, that response, so let's look for something interesting. Oh, we have something bigger here. Also not interesting. Preparing model for first use. This is when you start, I think. Automation, whatever. So basically, yeah. So we need to do now. Let's do the command that we said to do, because make sure we're using the same file that we created in the video, not the one I used in the morning, so we can make sure everything is working. So we got that one. So let's create base64 minus d, and we're looking now the decoding the file. No such. You're serious? Directory. Now if I go attacker command, you get this funny stuff, but we get what we got before. Like for example here, remember we find it in the command field. Where is that command? C dev kitchen. No, this is the first one. Remember, it was a communication, that one. If we go down, okay, now this, I don't want to read it. I can't see my eyes. Where is that command now? This one doesn't have command. Oh no, this get location, that location things. Tarara, where are you? At least we can get who am I? Ah, that's who am I. Now you can see the command is as an SV, so we can use that grep. Where is that grep? I don't remember it. The SV. I'm not showing the flag. The flag is at the end. So that's why I'm putting minus N3. You don't need to put minus N3. So just to cd desktop get location, the flag is after this. If you remove minus 3, you get, and here you can get the whole chalada. You can see also this. So that's why he got the flag. He go to the desktop, and then he put a note or something file, txt file there. So the flag is after this You remove that minus N3, you see the flag. Then you have this, I don't know what's these things, where it came from. This kitchen vagrant or something. A 2 base string chunk. I'm not sure, is this the attacker or this is the commands that attacker did. You can see them there. So after that, that's one I did, and after this one, Wireshark, he got lost. He can't decrypt. Maybe this one, get location. That's the system command. Yeah, that's the story. So in conclusion, you can either do the first command you can use is decrypt option in Wireshark. You can see reply for some reason, or otherwise we can go with the script. The script from this guy. That's the one that work. I will share the updated version that work directly. The not updated version, the only thing you change, I think you need to import something there, and you need to that MD4. This will Python 3 will complain about this. That's the only two place you can. I will share the update version. Yeah, it was a nice room. I got. Listen is next time when you try script and it didn't work, don't be lazy. Just ask Claudio or Gemini or something to help you to fix it. So don't spend like time like me yesterday. Oh, I went through them again and again. You know what I thought before when I know you can decrypt it. I thought we'd get a flag like that room in Hack the Box, because one of the rooms uh, what one of the rooms is you get they put the flag in the on top of the XML file. So any case, guys, I don't waste time to everyone, but if you that's the room. So if you have question, let me know. I will share the script, the command that been used, this ones. So you have the commands that been used, the filter, Wireshark, and all of that. If you have a question, let me know. And thank you very much, and have a good day.